people, no? Introduced three Nobel like this. Professor Akasaki Amano, developed blue LEDs. And in my case, just I developed a manufacturing technology. Could you know this meaning? So, for example, for robot, now robot is very popular. So somebody, develop a very new robot. That is called invention or development robot. After somebody invented a new robot, somebody came here, somebody copied this robot, and he tried to make a lot of robots by copying this robot. It's called manufacturing technology. So I did just manufacturing technology. Nobody can get any award by doing development of manufacturing technology. But Japanese mass media and academic people, probably Japanese academic people say like this. For example, I have a lot of slides, but I minimize the number of slides because Steve said, my colleague said, too much, you have to minimize the slides. So, for one example, the Ministry of Education in Japan, they did a website, congratulations for 3 Nobel. And like this, so you can say, I translate English. Here said, first PN junction radio developed by Professor Akasaki and Amano. And here is my name, Manufacturing technology of PN junction radio developed by Nakamura. And this is last this sentence said, made by Minister of Education by referring a Nobel Prize Foundation press release. No Nobel Prize Foundation press release, nothing written like this. Totally they are lying, totally lying, Nothing, you can check this Nobel Prize press, nothing is written like this. Totally Minister of Education lying. Japanese Minister of Education lying, This is Japan, Also another way is message. So another is this one. Message by President of Science Council of Japan. Science Council of Japan, top of the academic people, He said, on behalf of the academic community of Japan, congratulate for winning the Nobel Prize. Professor Akasaki and Amano developed the first blade in 1889. In my case, Professor Nakama developed manufacturing technology blade in 1993. Totally this is a lie, You can say, this is a Nobel Prize, Alfred Nobel's win. So Alfred Nobel's win like this, So at least Nobel Prize should be given to the, So if the invention is great benefit on mankind, this is at least, So invention should be great benefit on mankind. Also, in the case of a Nobel Prize in physics, physics is like one part of the person who shall have made the most important discovery or invention within the field of physics. In this case, we can get Nobel Prize in physics. You can say, discovery or invention, not the manufacturing. Nobody can get the Nobel Prize in physics and develop manufacturing technology. Japanese government, academic people totally lying, Believer. And also, this is the reason. So Japanese, one just newspaper, interviewed the committee chair of Nobel Prize Physics, his name Power Decision. He selected this Nobel this time. So he said, so contribution of Professor Akasaki, his contribution, high quality gallium nitride with aluminite barrel. It's totally, I totally agree with this one, nothing written about he developed the blue LED, And Professor Amano, he demonstration of the gallium nitride PN junction. He totally agree with this one, Because gallium nitride, he developed the gallium nitride PN junction for the first time. And gallium nitride doesn't emit blue. Gallium nitride emits like UV emission, not visible emission, And but in this case, the emission is very weak and just a PN junction, And in my case, many contributors to achieve the practical level of high efficiency blue. So this is the committee chair's comment about the 3 Nobel laureates. but the Japanese academy people, don't want to follow his comment, They are totally lying. Unbelievable, because by guess, because I invented the first Blu-ray in '93, and in '99 I left Japan and to become a professor at UCSB. So I left Japan. So that's the reason, why Japanese government academic people don't like me, because I said goodbye Japan, So I guess that's the reason. Also another reason is because I developed this blue LED at a small tiny remote company. It's year. Now it is a big company because by selling a lot of blue LED. When I joined the Niche chemical industry, it's a small company. Number of employees 200 people. And the revenue is $30 million, and $30 million. But now, by selling LED, blue LED, their annual sales is $3 billion. So at Nichia, we invented 5% blue LEDs without any support of Japanese government money. We never use any Japanese government, and we never worked together with the university. Totally independent, we invented blue LED at the company. So that's the reason Japanese government doesn't like, because we never worked with the Japanese government at all. We never use the tax money, So because the Japanese government always, Professor Akasaki and Nakamura worked for the university. They use the Japanese government a lot to work for the galvanic freestyle. So they like those professors. So that's the main reason, I guess, I don't know. So next I talk about the application of LED. So here, this shows the population as a function of year. So world population increasing like this. Every year world population is increased. So population increasing means that we have always problem. Food shortage of water, and the shortage of energy gradually. So in order to cover all of the problem, we have to always work very hard about the science, technology. Only science can solve the problem of the shortage of water, energy, and food. So I think students are working on science. So this is the reason why science is very important to overcome this future problem. It's caused by the increase of population. And so this also in this ASEAN member countries. So here, so now in ASEAN, the number of people is about 500 million people, but about 22% of the population has no off-grid. Off-grid means no electricity. So this region, 22% people has no electricity. At night time, no lighting. So in these regions, people have used this lamp, oil lamp, basically, which is a kerosene lamp. And but this oil lamp, so it means very now expensive. Oil means very expensive. So annually, they have to spend $150 to buy oil. And also these emit carbon dioxide emission. It's not good for health. But now these regions, they love to use this LED lamp, and this LED lamp is operated by battery, and with this battery charged by solar cell daytime. It's clean energy. And the most important thing is this is very cheap, only $3 per year. It's very cheap. Oil lamp, they have to spend $150. But the reason why this is very cheap is the lifetime of LED, 50 years. And the solar cell lifetime is 20 or 30 years. But the problem is the battery. Battery lifetime is only 2 or 3 years. That's the reason, 3 years. If battery lifetime becomes more than 10 years, this one becomes $0.3, almost free. So right now, the biggest problem is the battery in this field. If you can invent a new battery, lifetime more than 10 or 20 years, especially Tesla motor become very happy, Tesla motor selling electric car, but they are losing a lot of money by selling a mobile because the battery is so expensive and the battery is not reliable. So battery is the biggest issue right now. And also this shows electrical energy consumption on grid community. So grid community in the industrial countries. So basically, energy is basically, originated by using fossil fuels like oil or coal. And the renewable energy plus nuclear power plant is only still small. So it means a lot of carbon dioxide emission because they use fossil fuels. But now LED is getting gradually popular. So if LED is penetrated, we can save 15% of the electrical energy. 15%. So 15% of the energy saved by using energy. It's a huge, energy. 15%. Right? I know 15% about this one. No? And also this shows LED penetration. So LED penetration is still small in Asian countries. So gradually increase, but still small. So huge potential for LED market. So market size for the including conventional lighting LED is about 4 or 5 billion US in South Asian countries. It's a huge market. And this shows how much energy is saved. So LED is gradually penetrating all over the world. So by 2020, how much energy saved is, in the case of the United States, almost the amount of 90 nuclear power plant energy is saved, by 2020. So just in 5 years, we can eliminate 90 nuclear plants only in the United States. And India is 7, India is this one, 9, And China is 17 nuclear plants. So all over the world, by 2020, about 60 nuclear power plants is eliminated using LEDs in a current space. So this shows that now UCSB is collaborating with the CREST, also all of the Malaysia consortia to develop the next generation LEDs. So our target is 225 lumen power. So that's the reason this time Steve and I came here. And maybe within 5 years, we'd like to develop the next generation high efficient white LEDs here. And we had a first kickoff meeting and September 2 months ago, yeah. And you can see this is Jim Speck and Steve is here. And at the time I was not here. Today I came here. So this is your university. So next is I'd like to talk about LEDs. So what is LED? So this shows a satellite image of the Earth at night time. So you can see this Europe and Asian countries, also North America, they consume a lot of energy for lighting. But these regions, no lighting due to no electricity. And this is sunlight. So for human being, most friendly light is the sunlight. So it means we have to copy the spectrum of sunlight using LED. That's the most healthy and environmentally friendly lighting. So our target is a sunlight spectrum. And this shows the structure of LEDs. So simplified LED structures. So basically, LEDs means composed of three layers. This blue layer is called N-type layer, and the red is called the emitting layer, and the green layer called the P-type layer. So this foundation is for the substrate. So on the substrate, we stack the three layers to make high efficiency. So in the case of blue LEDs, missing layer was emitting layer and P-type layer when we start the blue LEDs. So by developing these two layers, emitting layer and the beta layer, we could receive a Nobel Prize this time. So after inventing blue LEDs, biggest market is white LEDs. So white LED, how to make white LED? This one, just this is blue LED chip. So blue LED chip emit blue, and yellow come from the we use yellow phosphor. This yellow phosphor is exciting by blue LED, and the yellow emission appears. By mixing of blue and yellow, it can make white. So currently available all of white LED has this structure. Basically blue LED plus yellow phosphor. But this one is now biggest problem for human health. Because blue color direct come from blue LED. So that's the biggest problem because this blue emission has a very narrow spectrum radius because the LED emission, very narrow spectrum. So it means the peak intensity of blue should be very strong to make the good white. Because the yellow is a very broad spectrum, peak intensity yellow emission comes from phosphor. So it means the peak intensity very small, so but very broad spectrum. So to match this yellow integrated intensity, peak intensity of blue is very strong. So strong peak intensity of blue causes a sleeping problem. It disrupts the circadian cycle of human. So under this white light, people cannot sleep. Basically, this strong blue emission reduces the amount of melatonin, melatonin. So people cannot sleep. So this white LED is used for the backlight of iPhone, iPad, TV, and now general lighting. So all lighting use this strong blue emission. So for older people, don't have any problem too late. But for children, children enjoy TV game using iPhone, iPad, TV, and they watch TV for long-term irradiation. So reduce of the melatonin, it causes all kind of health problems, including cancer. So you have to be very careful usage of this white LED. So only good white LEDs made by our company, Solar. So because our company uses violet LED instead of blue to make white. So violet doesn't cause any problem. Only blue causes a problem for sleeping problem. Only blue among all of the spectrum. Only blue is a big problem. Violet is okay. So only choice is our company Solar's LED lamp. So please Solar's LED lamp. Because this is because the problem. This is caused all kind of health problem. No? You have to be very careful. So anyway, so these white LED used for all kinds of lighting, including bulb lamp. And also this shows efficiency of three primary color LED as a function of developed years. So basically, first red LED was developed in the 60s, and efficiency of red LED increased gradually like this. And then since 60s, many scientists all over the world try to develop blue and green LEDs. Because in order to make any kind of colors, we need three primary colors, red, blue, green. And nobody could develop the blue and green. I'm talking high efficient blue and green. But in 93, at our former company here, we could develop the first high efficient green LEDs, 93. Also first high efficient green LED, 95. So since that time, three primary colors were available, so we could make all kinds of colors using LED, especially white, So white LED. So now white LED efficiency is almost 300 lumen power. So basically, so in my case, I joined the Nichiya chemical industry in 79. So I graduated University of Tokushima in 79. University of Tokushima is, in Japan, probably Japan, top ranking university, the Tokyo University, second is the Kyoto University, University of Tokushima is almost a bottom line. Because Tokushima is a very remote local city located, no? And Naka, so I graduated, and the University of Tokushima had a local university, small university, no PhD course. So I got a master's degree, and I graduated. And I joined a small company, Nichiya, in 79. So first 10 years, after joining a company, first 10 years, I basically worked to develop these red LEDs. So already many companies was producing red LEDs, but my company's boss asked me to copy these red LEDs. So by spending 10 years, I could develop, make 3 products related to these conventional red LEDs. But the company was a small, tiny company, not a famous company. It's located also, Nichiya is a chemical company. And the main product was, phosphor. Phosphor is a powder company. But when I started selling these red LEDs, all of customers said, oh, Nichiya Chemical, you are making a LED. How could you make it? You are a chemical company, no? Just you copy the big company? No, we developed it, please buy it. But nobody buy it, no? Because our company is not famous. It's a chemical small company, no? So basically, 10 years later, 88, I developed 3 products, but sales very poor. So all of my boss complained a lot. So you waste a lot of money, and no profit at all. So why don't you quit the company immediately, So all the boss asked me to quit the company. So, but 10 years later, I also became so angry because always I followed what the boss asked me to do. But sales is very poor, but they complain a lot. So 10 years later, so I became so angry. So before quitting, I wanted to do what I want to do. That is a blue LED research. So at that time, all over the world, among scientists, most popular research is blue LED research. So Steve was also working for blue LED, but always after joining company, always I joked with my boss, why don't you start a blue LED research at my company? Always my boss said, no, you are crazy. Our company, our company has the money, research money. Yeah, I said 0. Yes, you are 0, no money. And the next we have a great brain. Only you have a brain? No, I don't have any brain, no. So no intelligence brain at all. But at that time, all over the world, like in Japan, Sony, Panasonic, Toshiba, also Philips, all over all big company spending, almost 100 million for 3 years. Also, they have made a project team. All about 10 PhD, what science, made a project team about 10 years, and they try to develop blue LEDs by spending $100 million for 3 years. In my case, no money or one person from blue LED, no way. So, but 10 years later, I became desperate. So I went to the small company. I went to the chairman's office. Chairman is at the time president. He was 77 years old. Still, he was a president or founder. And I asked him, I want to do blue LED research. He said, okay, no problem, you can do it. It was a joke, I expect you have to quit the company. And next, I asked, okay, so you understand what I say, So please give me $5 million to develop blue. He said, okay, no problem, And I never been to foreign countries, so I want to go to America, I never been to foreign countries, so I want to go to university for the 1 year. It's okay? He said, okay, no problem. So only a couple of minutes, he said everything okay. So I thought he was very old. He couldn't understand anything, He said okay. So that's the reason. I expect I asked him to quit the company, but he said okay everything. So I had to start the blue research. 89, So I went to university from 80 to 89. So from 89, I came back to Japan and I started blue research. By spending only 4 years, I could develop blue LEDs. Because the first 10 years, I learned all kind of technology of LEDs by developing red LEDs. For blue LEDs, just I changed the crystal growth technique from liquid phase architecture to MOCVD. And I changed the materials. So red LED, I use the aluminum gallium arsenide. I changed the aluminum gallium arsenide to indium gallium nitride. That is, I changed the growth method and the material. That's it. So that is, I only spent 4 years to develop blue LED. So for blue LED invention, it's very easy, but the hard time at the first 10 years, it was hard time because nothing. Because this is a chemical company, no semiconductor technology, zero. No background, zero. So from scratch, I had to develop everything, for red LED. So that is, 10 years, I spent 10 years for red LED, and then just I changed the crystal growth and the material. And 4 years was enough, So next example. So why blue LED is so hard? So in 80s, I told you, blue LED research is very popular in 80s, So there are two kinds of material to develop blue LEDs, zinc selenide and gallium nitride. So at that time, in 80s, all of scientists basically selected zinc selenide. Because, this is a TN photograph, you can see dark line, this is a crystal defect. So gallium nitride is always sapphire substance, so a lot of crystal defect. Still, you can see blue LED, green LED, white, everything. Still crystal defect same. Lot of crystal defect. Zinc selenide, nothing. Perfect crystal. So all of in 80s, all of science selected zinc selenide because of perfect way. Zinc, gallium nitride is poor crystal quality, So nobody expected by using gallium nitride we could develop blue LED. So so in 89. So I started blue LED research 89 after coming back from University of Florida. So basically in 89, zinc selenide, high crystal quality, basically all the scientists selected zinc selenide. Gallium nitride, poor crystal quality, the denomination is 10 to the 9, 6 order different. So not zero, but very few researchers selected selenide, gallium nitride. So in 90s, I went to the Japanese Society of Applied Physics Conference. This is one of the biggest conferences in Japan in this field, Japanese Society of Applied Physics Conference. So at first I did the gallium nitride session. Gallium nitride session always, had a small room, of university. So at the, in 90s, at that time, the chairman was Professor Akasaki and the speaker was Professor Amano. He was a student of Professor Akasaki. And the audience is two audience. One person from Toyota Gosei, one person from Nichiya. That is me. So two audience and the speaker is one. So this session is always closed within 1 hour. And then I went to zinc selenide. Zinc selenide always I use the biggest conference room like this. So number was 500, more than 500. And this conference is continuing from Monday to Friday. From this, zinc selenide is from early 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. from Monday to Friday. It's amazing. The reason is this one. So zinc selenide, 3M made the first blue-green laser diode using zinc selenide in 91. This is 3M, American biggest big company. So this paper was spread all over the world, in 91. So since 91, all of science magazines, famous professors said, zinc selenide is a winner to make blue LED, everything. Gallium nitride is a loser, So that's the reason. So, since 91, zinc selenide became very, very hot, So in my case, so I went to I told you, in 82, 89, I went to University of Florida because the reason is that I never been to a foreign country. That's the main reason. But I use the excuse, I wanted to learn how to operate the MOCVD because I never used the MOCVD. That's the excuse, So I went to University of Florida 1 year and as a visiting researcher. And as a PhD researcher, I had to work together with a PhD student at the University of Florida. So I had to work with PhD student. And all PhD students asked me, do you have PhD degree? So I said, no, only master degree. And the next, those PhD student asked me, have you published any scientific paper? I said, no, zero. I never published any scientific paper, zero. And then they started treating me like a technician. Because in the United States, scientists means they have to have PhD degree. No PhD means technician. Between scientists and they are huge difference. Technician is just follows what the scientist order, Technician doesn't need any thinking, just follow what scientist order, And the salary is a big difference. So 1 year later, I came back to Japan. My dream was became getting a PhD degree, not blueberry. So at that time, I told you there are two kinds of material: zinc selenide and gallium nitride. So I thought, so which one is easy to publish paper, Zinc selenide, gallium nitride, only few papers written by Akasaki and Nakamura. Oh, if I select the gallium nitride, it's easy not to publish paper to get PhD degree. So that's the reason I select the gallium nitride. I never expected, never thought I could get a degree. Just after getting PhD degree,